Dan, it's Maio that's making the running here. It's the political leaders that are having their voices heard at the moment. Where's Conte? Where's Tria? Where is the kind of market voice of reason around the Italy story? Because at the moment, the markets are getting nervous because the people we're hearing from are the more firebrand populist politicians.
Well, that's exactly the point, Guy. The cabinet met a week ago Thursday. They released one number, the key budget deficit figure of 2.4%, and that was it. There was no press conference. Di Maio appeared on the balcony of the Prime Minister's office in front of cheering supporters, and we're still waiting for the official document outlining the targets. Tria did not speak publicly. He went to the ECOFIN meeting yesterday. He came back early after a fairly unwelcome reception from the ministers there, and is back at work on putting together this document that might be coming out tomorrow in Rome.
Yeah, Dan, Jean-Claude Juncker said we have to avoid a new Greece-like crisis in Italy. A special treatment for Italy, if everybody were to get it, would mean the end of the euro. Will Europe allow even a 2.4% deficit?
Well, I think, okay, let's take a step back. I think the way the Italian government has handled this presentation of their plan just hasn't been the greatest in marketing and communications. However, I think it could be said that Juncker and some of the other top EU officials probably, one could question whether it was worth it to escalate the rhetoric, because you have to remember that this government is still very popular. The opinion polls show that both the Five Star and the League are extremely popular, and they're not losing ground. And a very sharp, upscale in rhetoric on the part of Brussels, in a way, plays into their hands, and thus markets, remain extremely scary about the prospect of this long battle, and war of words just continues months and months.
Dan, we can throw up a chart now of the BTP Bund spread. It's certainly been blowing out of late. Are people in Italy, are people in Rome, are people in Milan talking about this? We hear the politicians say they don't care what the markets are saying. Aside from the politicians, is the rest of Italy paying attention to this?
Well, yes, I think they are. Certainly, small savers, investors are taking a look at, the equities market decline, bond market decline. This is, it's not going to have an instant impact, obviously. It just adds to the perception that, there could be a market meltdown at some point. But I think once investors realize that even investors, small investors who are sympathetic and perhaps voted for the Five-Star League, that there's a very good chance that this could explode. It will have an effect, on family incomes.